Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. Y'all, they didn't arrest the PD. First day, seemed like they was doing the court of public opinion, but now he finna go to court. He going to jail. Okay? He did going to jail. Well, he already in jail. Y'all, come on, y'all, let's discuss. What? There you go. There you go. Let me check my value. StreamYard is acting all types of crazy. Let me check my value. Okay, well, at least y'all can hear me. Let me get this from over here. Let's see. Nope. Okay, well, at least y'all can hear me. Let me get this from over here. Let me have that. Get that to the back. Y'all, I'm on my lunch, so I ain't got time to go all the way through the theme song. Y'all know what the theme song is, okay? Now, I've been watching this press conference. I'm gonna show some of it. I'm gonna also drop the link down up in the chat, but so y'all can see they have the whole 14-page indictment. He been charged. P Diddy been charged with three counts of. He got three counts. The first count is racketeering conspiracy. Count two is ex trafficking by force, fraud, or corrosion, and count three is transportation to engage in street walking activity. Those are the three counts, and then because of those counts, he's going to seem like he's gonna lose everything. Okay, because they got like they're gonna seize stuff because of those counts. Hopefully, now that's the I just dropped in the link if y'all want to click on that. That's the 14-page document that they released of the court documents for these three counts that he was indicted of. I was watching this press conference when they came and they said what they took from the raids, y'all, was some military style, the A to the K's. Yeah, I think they said two of those. But when they said, I said, now they just being extra. Because the man said cases upon cases, thousands of lubricant and baby oil. I said, no, they didn't. No, he didn't just come and tell these people. And they said they got, I said, I think this is probably the first time, because you're going to see in the document, this is probably the first time that they never got freak off in the court documents. But they got freak off in there because that's what P. Diddy called them. But so I said, once I did, yeah, they get the cases and cases and cases of the baby oil and the lubricants. I said, he didn't say here. And besides, the ex trafficking, you didn't mess up all these women pH balance, all these cases and cases. You couldn't before you. Why you need them, Pete? Yeah, there go the document. Let me see if I can go to the live press conference and share that because I think there's just so many people streaming this right now. Their StreamYard is like acting a whole fool. But I'm gonna see if I can share the stream so y'all can see some of this. We'll probably come back if y'all want to come back and discuss it. Go through this whole 14 pages. Because for right now, we're just gonna do some of the press conference if I can get it to show. Oh, also before I forget, I'm gonna show y'all this too. Rich Homie Quan passed away. If y'all remember last week, I want to say Marquez said it first, and then Labusi was saying it, but the family did not. That Rich Homie Quan, the rapper, had passed, but the family initially did not confirm it. So the news article said it, but they was like it's unconfirmed by the family. So the family did come out and confirm. Boosie had said it was a OD. I don't know if that was ever confirmed, but that's what he had put up on X. So right now they are premiering his funeral right now. Let me see. Can y'all see it? So that's his funeral taking place, and I'm gonna share this link if y'all want to go
And whereas he turned
and see it. If
his
I'm able to share
platinum
it.
effort flex, valued the top 30 and the Hot 100, gracing Dwayne The Rock Johnson's playlist on Apple Music. In 2018, his full-length debut, Rich in Spirit, topped the top 20 on the R&B and hip-hop charts. Whereas Rich Homie Quan's career advanced Atlanta's tradition of innovation, sharpened his signature style, marked by the killer bars and
So that's
magnetic
it. Like I said, that's Rich
melodies
Homie
that
Quan
were
funeral that's going
infused
on.
into his soul and
Fox
to his
5
sound.
Atlanta
He
is
picked
the
up
one
multiple
who's
gold and
doing it live.
platinum
You can go on YouTube and
records
watch it there, streaming
along
it
the
live
way,
on
tallied
YouTube.
millions.
Now let's get to this P. Diddy press conference, y'all. So this is, I want to say, the Associate Press that had a live on their YouTube. I'm gonna drop that link too. Now, as y'all can see right here, these are just the pictures. They're taking pictures of the things that they seized from his home when they did the raid. And I'm gonna try to fast forward to right when he's talking.
Cause to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was resulted in injury.
Yeah, I know he's talking about Cassie on the video that was released. They're gonna address that too and say how he bribed a hotel employee who tried to intervene, and that's why them tapes didn't come out then.
To the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal.
Now, y'all have to realize here, this is, to me, he's talking about the Lil Rod situation, the Lil Rod lawsuit, because Lil Rod lawsuit is the one who claimed that, that he was the one who had to go get the different workers. And so I think if you listen to it, I believe he's talking about the Lil Rod lawsuit in this when he's commenting right here. Let me see if I can get this back up so we can continue with this press conference.
So lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged rooms and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs's crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs's residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs's electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contained images of the freak-offs of multiple victims.
P. Diddy already knew he had all these people with lawsuits against him, right? Now, at this point, they said once they raided his house, they got evidence of the freak offs that was all electronically. Then he still had evidence of the freak off. Why would you still have evidence of your crimes? It was already in the lawsuit that's why you paid within 24 hours. You did not think they were gonna come for you. You thought you was just that big and you had all these lawsuits and you still was your need to have power over people, which I feel like these freak off tapes, these blackmail tapes, that's what I feel like it was. It never said that. I'm a legend in my own opinion, okay? But why are you keeping these tapes? You got enough women around to continue doing. I'm quite sure you probably didn't stop doing freak offs. So why are you keeping these tapes? You had 11 lawsuits against you. You just gonna keep the evidence, be like, here you go, right here, y'all. And then your dumbass son gonna go and make a rap song talking about you got the wrong house, is in the other house. Obviously, they got the right house. Baby, the ignorant. Come on, let's continue.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
I said not cases. Not cases and cases and cases. You say cases and cases. More than 1,000. More than 1,000. More than 1,000 of those of cases of lubricants and baby oil. Baby, P. Diddy was slipping and sliding all everywhere, all through the a lot of dumb women weren't attracted to him because they said we need some help down there. Wasn't no WAP going on when they messing around with P. Diddy. They needed help. That's good.
Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches. As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well that we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced. Another picture of more ammunition and parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about two things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly. Anyone with information can call 1-877-4-HSI-TIP.
So they saying that these three accounts, baby, they pretty much want P. Diddy and his lawyers. That these three accounts that they just charged him with, that ain't it. It's still more to come, and it's probably gonna be more people that's gonna get arrested. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It seems like it's what I feel like he's implying with that statement.
I want to express my deep appreciation for the victims and witnesses who have used their voices and helped bring this criminal conduct to light. We would not be here without them. I also want to thank the dedicated case agents on the HSI Trafficking in Person Squad in New York. They have been with us since day one and have worked tirelessly on this investigation. They will continue to be invaluable partners to us. I also want to thank the incredible agents and analysts from SCNY who have also provided tremendous assistance on this case. I'm deeply grateful for their continued work. And finally, I want to thank the outstanding career prosecutors from SCNY who are handling this case. Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson, Chrissy Slavic, Madison Smizer, and Mitzi Steiner, and their supervisors, Jamie Backleiter and Jacqueline Kelly. They are members of the Civil Rights Unit in our criminal division. We created the Civil Rights Unit when I became U.S. Attorney. I'm deeply proud of their work on this and so many other cases. I'll now take some questions.
Eric Katursky, ABC.
Okay, so at that point, y'all, he pretty much take questions about from the reporter. One of the reporters asked him, like, you said that this was known for years and he had help. Why did it take y'all so long? He was like, don't worry about that. Like, we here now, focus on right now. I need you to focus. That wasn't the answer, but that's pretty much what the answer boils down to. They asked him was there's going to be more counts, and are they investigating the people who pretty much kept this on the hush, or his other affiliates, like his other personnel, other people, probably other producers, or probably other artists, or whoever. And they like, well, we're keeping it tight-lipped because it's still ongoing. So they're saying that there could be more charges to come, or more people could be arrested, but it's an ongoing investigation, so they ain't gonna say. It's pretty much what they said. I'm gonna show y'all this 18. Let me stop this stream. I'm gonna show y'all this 14. It's a 14 page. And that's the first link I dropped. It's the 14 pages. That's the 14-page indictment right there. And as y'all can see, it's the United States of America versus P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, PD, Love. They didn't add Brother Love, but I'm probably assuming Brother Love. Take That Combs. They like everybody and his mama that he tried to, other names that he tried to go by. So this is 14 pages. And it says, for decades, Sean Combs, the defendant, abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on employee resources and influence on a multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, amongst other, trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Also, during this news conference at the end where he take questions, they asked about the arson. I'm assuming that's Kid Cudi. If I'm not mistaken, that was Kid Cudi who Cassie was talking to when he burned down his car. That's what I'm assuming that came from, but I do not know. And this is a 14 page. We'll be back to see the rest. I want y'all to go to the end of this because you'll see. Let me see. You'll see the count one. That's just the overview. The overview is a couple pages long. I'm trying to get y'all to see count one. The Cone Enterprise for at least from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of filing of this indictment, P. Diddy, the defendant, and others, known and unknown, were members and associates of a criminal organization, the Cone Enterprise, or the Enterprise, because they are, he said at the end of that news conference, that they charged it as a RICO, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why they have the Cone Enterprise. Up here you see the Cone Enterprise. Members and associates of the Cone Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of street walking, coercion, and enticement to engage in street walking, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The Cone Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18 of the Code, and the enterprise consisted of Cone, the defendant, entities within the Cone business, including but not limited to Bad Boys Entertainment, Cone Enterprise, Cone Global, individuals employed by and associates with the Cone business, and other known and unknown. So that's how they getting all. They're gonna get that money. I said when I'm gonna go down and show y'all what the last of it is about them taking his money, because they pretty much saying that those businesses that he had is how he was able to control and do all these illegal activities. So they coming for them businesses. Let me see. I'm going to try to show y'all what page to find it on. Because like I said, this is 14 pages. Notice a special, that's count 2 starts on page 11. Count 3 is on page 12. And then this is on page 12, the bottom. As a result of committing the offense in count 1, the defendant shall forfeit to the United States, pursuant to Title 18, any and all interests the defendant acquire or maintain in the violation of Title 18, the United States Section Code 1962, and any and all interests in securities of claims against and property of contractual rights of any kind, affording a source of influence over the enterprise named and thereby and described herein, which the defendant established, operated, controlled, conducted, and participated in the conduct of violation of Title 18, in any and all property derived from proceeds obtained directly and indirectly in the offenses, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. And then they go through and say the same thing for count 2. We're taking your money, your property, anything that you obtained during this time that you was operating this enterprise is going to belong to the United States of America. So I'm saying that I hope that when he went and took his daughters over and said it was a vacation, that he set something up for his kids to be taken care of, not the ones who are alleged to have participated in this, the ones they got the boy who got charges on them. But for the girls, hopefully he was smart enough. He wasn't smart enough to get rid of them tapes. But hopefully he was smart enough to at least have something taken care of for the girls, because it looked like they coming after everything. And like I said, this seemed like just the tip of the iceberg because he is saying this is an ongoing investigation and they're not going to say who else they're going after. They're not going to say how many victims they have because it could be more to come, y'all. So we'll probably be back if y'all want to go over this whole 14 pages. We'll be back. Drop down in the comments and let me know. They come for everything he had. But like I said, hopefully he was smart enough to take care of them girls and put up some money when he supposed to have been taking them on vacation when his narcotic mule got caught over when he's supposed to be sending his girls. Y'all know his little DRUG, certain things I can't say on YouTube. You know his DRUG mule got caught. And so they arrested him. And he probably sung like a bird, because I would have. Now, he probably sung like a bird on P. Diddy, because that same mule was in Lil Rod lawsuits saying that was his mule, and he carried a little pack that he keep all P. Diddy little medicine in, okay? And when they arrested him, he had, the little fanny pack. He had the little pack. And people show various people of this same boy, this same man, little Caucasian man, at different awards with a little purse. And it's alleged that that's what he kept P. Diddy stuff at. Now, like I said, they said they come for everything. So hopefully he set up some stuff for these girls and for his kids. Why he didn't get rid of them tapes when he had 11 lawsuits, don't know. But for his victims, I know they happy that he didn't. They over there, see, I knew he was stupid. And as y'all know, Dawn, I want to say Dawn, the group member from the group that he had, she's the last one who just filed a lawsuit against him. I think it was last week. She just filed a lawsuit against him. So I'm quite sure there's going to be more P. Diddy news. 2024 have been like the year of P. Diddy lawsuits. So I'm quite sure there's going to be more to come, y'all. Drop down in the comments and let me know whether or not y'all want to go over this whole 14 pages later on tonight. Or if y'all just want to read it, I dropped the link. Go ahead and read those 14 pages for yourself, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss. But my big back butt got to go eat because I'm on lunch. Okay, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will catch y'all next time. I need to change the title because I also want to discuss the Trump unaliving attempt. There's been more information that come out about that suspect, and it's pretty much seems like he did it because of his opinion or his belief with the Ukraine war and how he feel about Putin, and the relationship that Putin and Trump have. I don't know if you would call them friends, but Trump say he admired him, and I'm assuming it's going to stem about something like that. But we'll come back and we'll discuss that. We'll discuss the latest on the justice for Javion McGee and what's going on with that. But for now, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will catch y'all next time. Bye.